Blessings, everyone. Welcome to April 2023. We've got a lot going on this month. I actually have been receiving a lot of information. All of you know that I meditate. I also pulled cards to confirm some things, and I'm going to dive into it. For those of you that have never been on my channel before, my name is Keleena. I have been awake my entire life since a small child. And I receive information from my team that have saved my life many times. I have all of the clairs. I'm also a Lightlanguage DNA key code activator to activate you for your soul awakening. I've been activating star seeds for years, thousands and thousands of them for their awakening, and much more. So we've got a lot to go over. Let's get ready to see what's going to happen. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is, I pulled cards to just confirm the things that I was receiving. And this month there's a full moon coming that's really going to be pushing people into seeing like really ancient, very, very ancient shadow things that you're not aware of. It's just in your DNA, okay? Your DNA holds your records. So each time you come to Earth and you plug back into being human, your records come alive again. So they're connected to your DNA. They're connected to Earth. It's your Akash. And I was outside a couple days ago and I was asking for some information. One of the things I do is connect with planets and stars. I actually become them, or they give me codes. And I went out the other day and was connecting with this star, and it literally just, the energy comes right to my heart and started just pulsing with that star, and I was receiving codes from them. And so they were giving me the information that heart transmissions are going to become greater this month and continue for the rest of the year. I also was shown that this moon is bringing up this really, really deep ancestral stuff. Not like it hasn't been happening already for years, but this is even deeper, and it's connected to this full moon, and it's connected to a specific time period or specific civilizations that you may have done things that you need to forgive yourself for and forgive all others. And remember that when you forgive all others, you're forgiving yourself too, because we are all others. We are all one. Okay. So the cards that I have here are very interesting because the shadow card came out with the base chakra card and the root chakra. And as we know, the base chakra, the root chakra, is always connected to our biggest fears. So the things that we have been fearing, seeing within ourselves, if you haven't done this deep work, it's going to be coming up this month for sure with this full moon for you to move through it, to forgive yourself, forgive others. And you may not even know what it's going to be, but all you have to do is allow yourself to feel the emotions that are coming up, sit with them, and fill them with unconditional love. When you fill them with unconditional love, you neutralize the pains of the past, and you neutralize and remove all the pains that you're holding on to that you have created in the past. So you don't have to bring them forward in the moment anymore. It's not necessary for you to have them. When you do that, you're creating a balance within your structure. I've got two cards that popped out that have to do with balance. I've got the yin yang, creating harmony through balance, and I got a balance card. I'll just show them to you. I don't normally show cards, but today was just so amazing that I was getting two of everything. So this month, there's the balance. The balance is going to be from you actually going into your heart, you stepping into your heart, you really focusing on how you feel with things in your life and where you are misaligned and things are not balanced, to bring that balance to you. This is very important because without this balance, we don't have harmony. There's no harmony within ourselves. There's no harmony on the earth. Remember, you're the one who is helping Gaia with her ascension. You are a pillar of light All right. And as a pillar of light, you're here to do this cleaning, this deep work, to raise your volume of light, to expand your soul essence, your soul power, to help Gaia and assist Gaia and her kingdoms in the lifting of the frequency and vibration. And it happens through you. That's the reason you came here. You came here, for those of you that came to awaken and do this stuff, this is part of your purpose, along with living and having the experience. Okay. So very important to allow yourself to heal these parts, to bring the balance within you, and really tune into your heart. Okay, really tune into your heart. I have a 1 minute short on how to do that. Go watch that. It's very simple, and it's something that you should be doing on a daily basis to help you with your everyday life. It's not just something to do at certain times. I teach my clients and my Patreon members all of these little things to do daily, so that you can get through this process much easier. And there are things that I have been activated to remember from some cell memories. So those of you who don't know me, a lot of my stuff is cell memory. I don't read books. I don't go to workshops. I don't get taught things. The masters teach me, the light beings teach me, the angels have taught me, which reminds me I'm going to be doing a lot more videos of all of my experiences one at a time to help you with your experiences too. When you have those aha moments, when you listen to someone's video, and you go, oh, that I understand now. And I'll have little things, tidbits on there to help you get through yours. I'm also going to be sharing my first time sitting at the round table on a galactic ship. I'm part of this team. I'm an ambassador for the Galactic Center. I'm not going to say any more of that. It's part of my work here, but I go up frequently on these ships and sit at these roundtable meetings for helping Gaia. I don't talk about it a lot. I've talked about it in a few interviews, but I'm going to go more into sharing my experiences because I just held that stuff back, but I'm going to start telling it now. There's no reason for me not to. The other thing that's coming really big for this month too is, I got two of these cards again, is the voice of truth and integrity. We already know that truth has been rising in the world through a lot of the things you're seeing on the planet in all countries. You're seeing the things that they've hidden from you. You've seen the things that you've been lied to about, the people that have done it, and so more truth is coming. It's going to be revealed. And in that revealing of what's happening on the planet in all these different countries, don't fall into the trap of fear and don't fall into the trap of anger towards the situation. Stay in your heart and neutralize it, because if we go into anger with it, we're going to feed that energy to the collective consciousness, and Gaia's vibration frequency doesn't rise, and neither does yours. Okay, so when these truths come in, remember that some of the things being revealed are also kind of tricky. Certain people are being picked on in certain ways, but remember that everyone chose what they came here to do. All right, so don't blame people for things going on. Don't blame anybody for anything. No, it's a part of the revealing. So they decided to take on a role, no matter who it is, to show the ugliness of things or the beauty of things. And in that, we don't judge it. We go into our hearts and we allow ourselves to see and feel the truth and how we together in oneness, in unity, manifest peace upon the earth. Okay. Peace, the peace did come up. I kept receiving information about peace and being peaceful in that state and that presence of knowing that everything is aligning. All right. And patience. Be patient, because a lot of you have been planting seeds and you're like, where is this? Where is that? I am guilty of that. I have had, messages for over 15 years, some 12 years. And I'm like, okay, well, where is this? When is it starting? Where is it? When's it happening? And they just keep saying patience. So this is going to be a month that you're going to be pushed into patience and being in peace with the patience. So sit with that, feel that. I also received the message of miracles. Now, for those of you that actually watch the news, and I'm sure it's barely any of you, they don't really show miracles, do they? They don't show that many miracles. You have to go to YouTube, or you've got to go to all these other video channels where you can actually see miracles happening. And there's so much more miracles happening on the earth than you know. So please don't stop believing. Okay, please don't stop believing. Because when you believe it, that's when you're going to get to see it, not the other way around. Okay, believe it and you're going to see it. Let's see what else. I also got the card for Mercury, which is about communication. And it's talking about open communication, heart-to-heart communication. But also I found out that Mercury is going into retrograde this month. And don't panic when Mercury goes into retrograde. I always say that, but it's amazing. I'll even show you the card popped out for me. I was like, oh, and then I saw it online that it's going into retrograde. It's kind of hard to see. There it is, Mercury. Okay. Do not go into panic with Mercury going in retrograde. It is a time that things slow down. So you can take a breath. You can relax. You don't panic. You give yourself the time to sit back and really contemplate, drop into the heart and contemplate if that's the choice you really want to make, or if this is a choice you really want to make, or if this is where you want to be before you communicate something. Don't be disruptive, and don't, when something happens, don't out of anger or fear or whatever, say something right away. That's not heart-to-heart communication. That's just coming from a reactive point of being. And that's part of the program of holding you in that from your programming growing up to be a reactor rather than taking action from the heart. Again, this is heart transmission is going to be much bigger. It's already started for some of you. I've talked about this in other videos in February, March, April. It's continuing. It's going to go through the whole year. There's expansion of the heart, and it's going to continue. Now, this month, of course, is some people celebrate Easter, is the resurrection month. And a lot of you are going to have, or you're already having, because of the amount of light that is coming in right now, we have a big blast of light coming in from the sun, from Solaris, from the sun, from the Christos. Okay, the sun is the Christ energy. It is crystalline. It is like a big crystal ball in the sky. It sends in these Christed codes, these crystalline codes that activate you at the cellular level, which is the same thing that I do with the gifts that I've been given, is to activate you through the cellular level, through your DNA at the cellular level for your transformation. Mine are just specific for the soul I'm working with. The ones coming in for the sun are for the collective consciousness, for the earth, for the realms, for Gaia. So these big masses of light are coming in, and they're coming through the solar flares. Okay. Coronal mass ejections, they call them. It's just amazing that I even said that, because I don't use that lingo, but channeling, just so you know, I am a channel. I am a huge channel. I've been channeling since a child. So this is what's coming through. These flares are bringing these codes in. And when they come in, it can bring like different weather patterns and stuff like that. But in you, it's bringing in such a big abundance of light that's activating you. It is assisting with bringing up those shadow things that you've got to bring to the surface. And I've explained in my videos years ago, you can go back and watch the old videos, nothing's connected to time, but I've explained that when I see the light, like when I do an activation, okay, and this is the same thing the light will do, I see this cell being penetrated with the light. I'll have to do it with a whiteboard next time, but I see these cells being penetrated with the light. And when they do this, like around the cell, it's almost like there's a shell there. and it like cracks the shell, and this darkness starts to come off of the cell within you, and it has to come to the surface inside of you. So when it comes to that surface, guess what happens? It's got to be revealed to be healed. This is how we heal. This is how we transform. This is how your light body, through the engagement of these solar codes, these Christ consciousness codes, the Christos codes, the Christum codes, whatever you want to call them, this is what's happening to you. It's been happening for a while, but some of you are wondering, why am I having headaches? Why am I not able to sleep at night? Some people are having night sweats with it. That's because you've got a lot of stuff coming up still to be revealed, to be healed. Some are having issues with eating. Some are very thirsty. Drink, but don't drink too much. This is one of the things I've learned. Make sure you have salt to counteract the amount of water you're drinking, to hold the water in. But don't only drink just water. You do have to have some little bit of food, because some people have actually lost their lives from just drinking water. And we don't want that to happen. Okay, so make sure you have good activated spring water, and that you are feeling that, because the radiation from the codes coming in is really, it can do a number on the body. So we have to balance that with water. Water is very important. I haven't done the video on the water yet from all the years of water work I've done and what was finished in December, but I will be doing that. I've got a lot of videos coming. What else came in? So really honor yourself. I want to say honor yourself with the sleepiness, the exhaustion, the tiredness. And I know a lot of you have to work. You have to go to a place of work and stuff, but if you can take your lunch break and go out to your car or go to a park and lay down in the grass or whatever, and go take a little nap, turn your little phone timer on, whatever they call those things, and take a 20-minute siesta. All right. So that you can rebalance yourself. You can relax. You can allow the exhaustion to alleviate a little bit and some of those symptoms to go away. Now, I know a lot of people are having headaches. That's because of the amount of that's happened. It has to do with the brain distortion and clearing toxins in the body and all that. Also has to do with the two brains becoming one. I did a webinar on that a few years back. It's on my website. If you're interested in that, you can go and watch it. It has all the activations for it to help you get through it. There's a lot of other webinars on there, and they're only like $33 or $44, I think. I can't remember. But so these are the things coming in this month. Holding space and place for others is what I'm getting right now. This is channeling coming in right now. Holding the space and place for others that are going through the process, that haven't gone through it yet, is going to be really important right now, because there is going to be another mass awakening at the resurrection time, before the solar flares tune up again. There's going to be more solar flares tuning up. Also, we have a solar eclipse this month. Yes, thank you. We have a solar eclipse this month. So there's going to be changes. There's going to be destruction, more dismantling from the old programs, the old paradigms that don't suit the earth anymore, that don't suit humanity anymore. They don't serve you in any way. They only serve very small number of people on the planet, very, very small number of people on the planet. And we don't want you to get caught up in that. We just want you to know that the importance of being part of the unity collective, in the collective consciousness, through being in the heart space, through being in love, through being in the knowing that you are the higher consciousness wisdom all the time, brings forth within each of you an amount of divine intelligence that you are thoroughly and eternally connected with at all times. All times. The higher consciousness is what this entire year is about. All of you are being awakened to step into higher consciousness. All of you are being awakened to bridge the gap from heaven to earth within you. You are heaven to earth. This is what you came to do. You are the rainbow bridge. You are not separate from these things. It is not something being created outside of you. You are this. You are all things. You are all things created. You are all things eternal. You are all the things that are happening upon the planet. You've experienced it all. You've participated in all of it. And now you're here to transform it. Me quiero ushna, vasyanta narahi, kara. I am. Blessings. Whew, his hands are burning. Ateruka. Okay, I'm going to do some light language activations for all of you. If anything else comes through, I'm going to allow it to come in. So for those of you that have never listened to me before, I am a light language DNA key code activator. I also have in my human design that my dear friend Julie has graciously done for me. She's read that. In there, I actually have I think it was called a channel or a line that I'm a key code holder. So, and a mutator. I mutate negative energy all the time. But anyways, and I'm the generator. So I'm always generating good energy. So, that was another confirmation that I do have access to keys. I speak all the languages of light, and I can actually channel them from many beings, many planets, stars, animals, the elemental kingdom, fairies, you name it. It's part of my gift on the planet to be able to awaken the star seeds, because the star seeds are very connected to the soul remembrance codes, and that's what I bring through. So here we go. We're going to do this. Just have your hands, palms facing up on your lap, and there may be receiving today. If you wish to have the receiving, just say, I now receive. I allow this healing from Keleena. Okay. And that's it. Okay, I'm going to move back. Ready? Take a breath and just relax. So when the higher frequency tones come through, the singing of the angelics, sometimes the frequency is so high it doesn't get caught on the recording. You're still receiving it. You can feel the energy changes and shifts happening in there for you. For those of you that don't feel energy, don't worry, you're still receiving. Okay? Urnakat et iroshnu, nachnt iromakia, sas ara ana ar. Fot uchnt ira und de ishtik at kada et karo utkut. Mahanaya kuhayu. Sadara udna mechnt urshnama kier und sianama eta nechnt am. Net Nahiana kia satama itanara Sham urna ne nahi foruna moyo Release. Namir un shara ach. Simp id nearna kitas sot urshna unamer nechnt iras nane niem irs nere echnt akira ne urnt irsnam urna ers ke irsnara am achkira furu te leanta mach nier unna ero a Ha urnt iro iamor usnara niro unsnara amera ach und ira ndishi für uhaya amor. Okay. Lots of channeling, lots of activations. Beautiful. Okay, for those of you that don't listen to the full message, I urge you to go back and listen. It gives you a lot of information on what's coming this month. So I know there's a lot of people that speed through. I just want the activations. Make sure you listen. There may be a few more coming. I'm feeling it actually coming up in my body. Just a reminder for everyone, Sisters of the Rose is now booking for Sedona with my dear sister Keleena and I. It is always the 3 days that we honor Mary Magdalene and the Magdalene within every woman on the earth. It is a life transformational event. Every woman that has come there has said that. And you get your own special codes. We go through the temples. We do so much. It is a workshop. It is also an activation and initiation. It's 3 full days of giving our energy, clearing you, teaching you, initiating you, activating you, taking you into higher consciousness, teaching you things. So again, women, it has changed women's lives, and it has come from my cell memories. This is something that I remember doing in the temples in Atlantis and Egypt and so on during the Christ line, with the Magdalene codes and the Isis codes and Hathor and all of them. So this is not something that was read in a book. I never read a book on this. This is something that I remember. I still have the power, and Isis is part of my embodiment. Mary Magdalene is part of my embodiment. Hathor is part of my embodiment. Keleena also has Hathor and Magdalene and Mother Mary. I also have Mother Mary as well. So we are working from our cell memories. We are not working from a book that someone wrote. We are not working from somebody else's beliefs. We are actual avatars and initiators of this stuff. We are awakening these codes in you to become your best version of yourself as an avatar as well. So if you're interested in it, it is 3 full days with us. Again, it is on my website, KeleenaMelnor.com. Make sure you type it K-E instead of K-A, because a lot of people make that mistake. So here we are. It's another month of change. I've touched on a lot of the subjects here for April, but I will do a second video for my Patreon members that'll be more in depth in the second half of the month. There are some changes also coming with finance, okay? It's going to be different for everyone. It's just going to depend on where you're at in your shifts and changes in your process I'm receiving. Of course, there's big changes happening on the earth right now. You know what's going on with certain things, but it's also key moments to take action for yourself and your family is what I've been receiving. I have a lot of very exciting announcements coming, but I have to wait until everything is actually finished and created, and also some different events that will be coming, very exciting ones this summer. And into the fall. And a lot of you have been asking about Egypt. It is still in the works. It won't be until the fall. So don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Don't allow what's happening up here on this part of the earth that's part of what a lot of refer to as the matrix. Don't allow it to, where you are here in your own organic truth, don't allow it to crush you, okay? Know that we are all moving away from this as this is destructing, and everything is happening for the good. There, like I said before, is this split in consciousness that has happened and will continue to happen. But those of us that are awake enough to really tap into the higher consciousness, our connection to our own divine intelligence, that is the divine intelligence of the One, as we follow the law of One, which is the God source, all that we are and all that we are from, we are here to change this. Your reflection of source upon the planet. So think about everything before you Do it, say it, and activate it. And just like the indigenous do, remember before you make a choice to think about the future generations, 7 generations ahead, because your choices are going to affect that far in advance. Okay? I love you. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful April. And if you are gathering for the Easter holiday, I know a lot yourself, but if you have to be with family and go through it, do your best you can, okay? I love you. I wish you all so much love. Mekira turna mana ar, eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Mayakita ayat. Blessings. May you be held by the hands of my divine creator, your divine creator, in the oneness that we all are. I love you. Amor. Yo soy tú.